Brittany, and oh my god, there is apparently an army, an entourage of ghosts that have followed me home from my past investigations, and they're all standing right behind me and around me. So I know you're wondering, Brittany, how did this happen? How do you know this? This just kind of came out of nowhere. Well, I went to a psychic and guys, as soon as she told me this, I was like, I gotta make a YouTube video about this. So originally I was going to make a whole video about my psychic experience. I thought I'm just gonna tell you guys this part because it is so crazy. It makes sense. Now, I know that there's a lot of people out there who believe in psychics. There's a lot of people who don't. I want you guys to know I am a huge skeptic. I also do believe in the gift of being psychic and, you know, being a psychic medium. I definitely believe. I saw Teresa Caputo the other night, her live show. She was incredible. I always believed her, but holy crap, she is the real deal. She didn't do a reading with me, by the way. I was very crushed. I was like, no, I brought all my grandma's things and my nana's things and Daisy's things, my purse. Hopefully, like, I was hoping they would come through, but unfortunately they didn't. But they came through with the other psychic, but that's for another video. So today's video is about one portion of my psychic session with this psychic. And guys, it is actually so crazy. I believe her. She is legit. She was spot on about so many things. So going into this experience, you know, you guys know I am a huge skeptic, but I'm also a huge believer. But it takes a lot for me to believe in something these days, which I think is great. I'm glad I've grown into this. I think it's very healthy. I think it's very smart. So going into this, I was like, okay, like, you know, I got good vibes from her. I really thought she was legit. I still think she is legit after our session. So when I walked in, she greeted me. She was like, hi, Brittany. She gave me a big hug. But then, so say you guys are me and I'm her, she kind of was like looking around as if there were people behind me. And she was just kind of like, hi, Brittany. So like, let's hug. And then she's kind of just like, all right, follow me this way. And I'm just like, what the heck is she looking at? Like, what is behind me? But all right, so you know, I was walking with her. So as we were sitting there, she pulled out this paper, like a bunch of papers, and she said, so I wrote a lot of things down before you got here that I was picking up from you. And she just said to me right away, you think everybody hates you. And I was just like, oh my god. Now, I think I'm just gonna save that part for another video. But basically, guys, I have been just on a spiral downwards. I just have, you know, I've been so negative about myself. It's been very, very bad, very, very challenging for me. I've been almost hitting rock bottom, I guess you could say. I know I may seem fine in videos and stuff. I'm not trying to be like, oh, like, feel sorry for me. No, it's not like that. I will say I feel so much better after talking to her. It really just takes another person, you know, to talk to, and you know what I mean? Anyways, I think I'll save that for another video, but she basically said to me, you think everyone hates you. She was saying everything that I've been saying in my head. The only people who know that what I've been saying in my head are like my dad, my brother, and my close friends. Those are the only people. I've never said that in a video, and you know, so if she was looking on my channel, she doesn't know that. When I first greeted her, I wasn't like, I hate my life, like, I don't want to be here kind of thing. I walked in, I was like, hey, like, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so excited for this. I never gave off any negative vibes, you know? So when she was saying stuff like that and exactly how I feel and what I'm going through, and did I just spit? I'm so sorry. And it was just a bunch of things. I'm gonna save that for another video though. Anyway, so after all the emotional stuff, all the deep questions I asked her, and like, I was just, you know. So this is exactly what I said to her. I said, this is a very weird question or random, but can you tell me the name of my spirit guide? So she said, okay, I'm getting an F. It's either a Frank or a Francis. So I was like, okay. And she's like, he is a man, of course. He's one of the biggest spirit guides. I was like, heck yes! It's almost like having like an agent or something. I don't know. Up in heaven. So I was just like, heck yes, I got one of the biggest spirit guides. And she told me that he's kind of annoyed with me because he wants to communicate with me, but it's like I have this barrier up and he basically knocks at my door and I never answer kind of thing. So she told me exactly how I can talk to him, and I think I'm going to try that in video. Anyways, then she said to me, but honey, you do not just have a spirit guide with you. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, do I have 2 spirit guides, 3 full spirit guides? Like, that's okay, guardian angel, you know, whatever. She was like, no, honey, you have an entourage behind you, like 30 to 50, even more than that behind you. When she said that to me, all I pictured behind me was the Annabelle demon. You know how he's just like, well, he's not like smiling, but he's like, you know what I mean, in the movies and stuff. That's all I picture. So I thought she was talking about something so demonic and so dark. All these like demons are standing behind me, because she actually looked freaked out. She told me, she's like, when you walked in, she even said, when I knew you were coming, I could feel that you had a big crowd behind you. And she's like, when you walked in the door, I could see them. So, you know, flashback to when, you know, she, you know, gave me hugs, or hugging, and then she kind of was like looking around and was like, follow me. Like, what the heck kind of thing. So, you know, anyone can tell you that, right? So I was like, so are they demons? Like, who are they, kind of thing? Because it makes sense if I was surrounded by demons, because I have been super negative lately. So that totally makes sense. But she's like, no, they are not demons, nothing bad, nothing dark at all. They're actually from your past investigations where you've gone on location, and these spirits have latched themselves on to you. And also too, guys, when we were doing the whole, when I was asking her all my really deep personal questions and stuff, she said to me, you are involved with the dead in some way, aren't you? And I didn't give her any information. That's just something she said. I let her talk to me, and I would either like, okay, you know, just take it in and stuff. So that's what she said. So when she told me past investigations and locations that I've been at, I was like, okay, like, what are these ghosts and stuff? So I asked her, can you tell me who some of them are? So she said, I see a few little boys and girls. So I'm just like, okay, Gracie Watson, you know what I mean? And then it kind of hit me. I was like, Villisca Axe Murder House. I was saying this in my head, by the way. So she kind of saw my shocked face. So I looked at her and I said, can you tell me how some of these children died? And she said, it was not pleasant. There was an axe. So that's when I said, okay, Villisca Axe Murder House, are they from the Villisca Axe Murder House? Because that's all I can think of. That's the only haunted house I've been to involving an axe murderer with children. And she said, yeah, they latched themselves onto me from the Villisca Axe Murder House and from other investigations. Even spirits that I wasn't communicating with, it could be a cemetery and stuff, you know? Spirits, she said I am a magnet to spirits, and I'm just like, what the heck? She's like, they're all behind you. They're with you all the time. And I said, well, because you guys know, I don't feel anything. When I am on location and stuff, I mean, when I was at the Villisca Axe Murder House, you know, I had anxiety and stuff. I do not feel like anyone is behind me right now, around me. I don't feel anything, you know? So I said that to her. I was like, I don't feel anything. And she said, well, they want to communicate with you. They latch themselves onto you because they want you to help them. They want you to talk to them. And part of me feels so bad, because I feel like if they are behind me, they just see this all the time. Just my back. Like, I feel like this is so rude. She then said they really latched themselves onto you because they really like you. They love how you don't taunt them. And guys, I never went into detail with her about how I investigate and stuff. But you guys know I don't taunt. I'm so respectful and stuff. And it makes sense, because there's a lot of things you guys don't see that's not even filmed. From what I'm saying, when I was at the Axe Murder House, I kept saying, like, I just want to free them, you know, like, I feel so bad. I think there was one part on camera where you hear me saying that, but a lot of times I was like, you know, I want to free them, and I kept saying that. So maybe that's why, if this is true, maybe that's why they latched themselves onto me, is because I said I will free them, or I want to free them, and they look at that, you know? I mean, I don't know, but she said they are behind me all the time, and there's like 30, 50, even more than that. So guys, I'm trying to process this in my head as she's telling me all this stuff. I'm looking behind me and thinking there's all these ghosts behind me just like staring at me, but she said they go everywhere with you. Like, it's like they're all holding on to you kind of thing. I mean, it's creepy, but at the same time, I think it's so cool if this is true. And I keep hearing like noises over here. I think it's it's so cool if this is true. I think it's so cool if this is true. I think it's so cool if this is true. And I keep hearing like noises over here. It's something paranormal. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on. 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 Anyways, I then said to her, are one of the spirits a dark figure? And you guys know from Eastern State Penitentiary. So I'm so sad because Cell Block 14 is now closed, Eastern State Penitentiary, so it's like I can't even see my dark figure ghost anymore. I mean, maybe he'll go somewhere else. So I said, has he latched himself onto me? And she said no. But guys, if this is real, I mean, I hope it is. I believe it is. It's just crazy when she said past investigations and then the children, the acts and everything, you know what I mean? And it makes sense because I'm a very positive person, even though I've been in like this downward spiral, but I'm slowly coming out of that and I feel so much better after talking to a stranger about it. You know, sometimes that's all it takes. And she told me some amazing things. Amazing things. I'll tell you one thing that she said, okay. Okay, you guys already know this. This is kind of silly, but she told me that I'm going to meet Zach Bagans within a year to 2 years, and we're gonna both be at a paranormal event as guests. So I was like, are you for real? She also told me that he knows who I am and he's very aware of me. So I was like, I said to her, I was like, does he see me as competition? Because I don't want him to, you know what I mean? And she's like, no, he doesn't see you as competition. He actually he thinks you're different. So I was like, yes! Even though like in every video I'm like, Zach Bagans did this, Zach Bagans did this, Zach Bagans did this, so I'm doing it now, so I'm doing it now. But at least I give him credit, you know? He's like my freaking idol. So she said other things too, but I think I'm gonna keep that. I don't know. I might tell you in another, why am I so close? I might tell you guys in another video, but it's like so cool what she told me, so I hope it's real. Like, I don't even know if this is real, what she said about Zach. Like, like, I don't know. I feel like I should keep it to myself because like, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but like, so if I meet him in a year. So guys, we gotta see if this comes true. Some paranormal event, we're both guests, like, I will tell you guys if this happens. Oh my god. But anyways guys, I will end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics on Michael Jackson, hey. And hashtag team Pretty44, hashtag Barilla Rins, hey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.